Hi, I'm Brian from Hypnotherapy Changeworks. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, psychotherapist, and NLP master practitioner, and I'm also senior lecturer at CPHT Hypnotherapy Training. Now, you might be aware that this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and the theme this year is kindness, which I think is lovely because we all need a bit of kindness in our life at the moment, don't we, with everything that's going on. So there's a couple of things that I'm doing. The first thing is I'm going to offer 5 days of free relaxation on Facebook Live, just to help you feel calm and relaxed and ease away stress, I guess. Now, it's important to distinguish that this isn't therapy. That's something that I do online, but I do it as a one-to-one thing, and there's much more involved than just the relaxation part that we're going to be doing this evening. So I'm going to be doing this every night at 7:30, with one exception, tomorrow night. I'll be doing it at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and the reason for that is because I'm seeing somebody online at 7 o'clock, so I'll jump straight on afterwards. But Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday will be 7:30. Tomorrow will be 8 o'clock. So as I mentioned, this year's theme is kindness. So the first thing I wanted to do was offer you some relaxation. But the other thing I wanted to do was talk to you about the benefits of kindness and being kind to people. Now, it might seem quite obvious that it's got lots of benefits. But I was at a conference back in November time, I think it was. And the keynote speaker was a guy called Dr. David R. Hamilton. Fabulous guy. Really worth checking out some of his videos on YouTube. And he talks about the 5 side effects of kindness. And I'm going to go through some of those with you. Some of them I'll skim through a little bit quicker, and some of them I'll go into a bit more detail. The first one is, the first side effect is that it makes you happier. So David was talking about, there's 2 groups that took part in this study. And the first group just monitored their happiness day to day, didn't do anything really that different, and just monitored their happiness. And the other group picked 1 day a week where they carried out 5 acts of kindness, and they did that 1 day a week for 6 weeks. Now, those things didn't have to be big gestures. They could just be showing gratitude for something. It could just be making a cup of tea for somebody. And at the end of the study, what was really interesting is the kindness group was significantly happier than the ones that didn't do any kindness acts whatsoever. What's also really amazing is separate studies have shown that you don't even need to do any physical acts of kindness to get this benefit. Just wishing happy thoughts and kind thoughts on others produced a similar effect as well. There are a lot of kindness meditations that you can do out there where you just think kind thoughts about other people, and it's been shown to be really positive for you. Another one of the side effects that he talks about is it's really good for the heart as well. So when we think kind thoughts or do kind actions, it releases a chemical called oxytocin, which you might know as the love chemical. It's one of the chemicals we get when we give somebody a hug, but it's also something that we get when we do a kind act for somebody. And this lowers the blood pressure, and it helps to maintain a healthy heart and healthy arteries as well. So it physically boosts our well-being as well. Some people might be more bothered by this one than others, but it slows our aging down as well. And I guess as it relieves stress, therefore it will slow down our aging. It improves our relationships. Obviously it does, doesn't it? When we're kind to people, when we do kind deeds for people, it's going to strengthen those relationships. And the fifth, and no means by the last but not least, is contagious. And this I love. This is an incredible fact. An incredible side effect. If you are kind to one person, it's going to make them feel good. And on average, they are nicer and kinder to 5 people that day, who will then go on to be nicer or kinder to another 5 people, who will then go on to be nicer or kinder to another 5 people, and so on and so on. But even if we just take it at that 3 degrees of separation, your one kind act has brightened up 155 people's day. I think that is really impressive, don't you? So one kind act can brighten up 155 people's day. Now, obviously, we're in lockdown, so we can't be kind and we don't bump into as many people. But do you know what? Even just from a distance, just saying hi to somebody that kind of walks on the other side of the street, or, you know, if on Thursday night when you're going out and doing clapping for carers, just kind of saying hi and acknowledging your neighbours, checking how they are, saying, I hope you're okay, I hope you're doing all right, ringing somebody, Skyping someone, Zooming somebody, all of these things, even just sending a message to somebody. Or, as we talked right at the beginning, even just having a kind thought about somebody. That is still making you feel better from doing kind acts. Okay, so I think that's given everybody enough time to join the relaxation for tonight. One thing before we get into this, I just want to make it absolutely clear. I can't see you here, so I don't know where you are. So I'd really urge you to get somewhere nice and safe, nice and comfortable, somewhere where nobody's going to disturb you, somewhere where you can be completely relaxed. It doesn't matter if other things are going on in other rooms. Just make sure that you're somewhere safe, somewhere where you're not really going to get disturbed, and allow yourself sort of 15-20 minutes just to feel completely at ease, completely free from any other thoughts and anything else that's going on around you. So I'm just going to take a moment now to just start my music now and make sure that you can hear this. Okay, so the music is playing, and I'm just going to bring my mic a little bit closer to me actually, just so that you can hear me a little clearer. Okay, so as you rest there now, I would like you to just make sure that you've got nothing else to do other than listen to the sound of my voice and the sound of the music. And as you do that, I'd like you to take a lovely deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you take that lovely breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, I'd like you to notice which is cooler, the inward breath or the outward breath. And you can continue to focus now on your breathing, your slow, steady breathing. And as you do so, I'd like you to also think about the top of your head. You see, many people don't realise that the tension often starts in the little muscles of the scalp. So I want you to think about those little muscles and the skin of your scalp and just allow them to let go and relax. Now all the muscles of your face, just let them go slack. Your forehead and your eyes and eyelids, the cheeks, the mouth and the jaw muscles. Because it's a wonderful feeling when you let your face totally relax. Because you can actually feel the skin settling and smoothing out. And it might mean that your mouth opens slightly, but whatever's best for you, just let it happen. Unclenching your teeth and relaxing your tongue, because the more you physically relax, the more you can mentally relax. And you can close your eyes down now for me. And if you've already closed your eyes, perhaps you can imagine just closing them again. As you continue to think on down now, thinking about your neck and your shoulder muscles, and down into the tops of your arms, letting all tensions drain away as you think on down through your elbows, down into your forearms, down through your wrists and into your hands. Very good. Right the way down into the very tips of your fingers and the tips of your thumbs. Just letting all of those muscles let go and relax. And now just thinking about your breathing again, and this time noticing that you're breathing even more steadily, even more slowly, as you relax more and more, so you can let any tension in the chest area simply drain away. As you think on down to your stomach muscles, letting those muscles relax too. Think down into your back now, the long muscles either side of the spine, and just let those muscles relax. And down through your waist. And down through your main thigh muscles as you continue to think on down through your knees, down through the shins and the calves, just allowing all of those areas to relax and let go. As you think on down through your ankles, down through your feet, down into the very tips of your toes, all the muscles of your body beautifully relaxed and easy, very lazy. And now you're so beautifully relaxed with nobody wanting anything, nobody expecting anything, and absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do except to relax. And I want you to just let your mind and your imagination drift for me now. Feeling lazy, feeling easy and comfortable. And I want you to imagine that you're standing on the terrace of a lovely old house. And perhaps that might be a stately home, or maybe it's a country mansion. Whatever's right for you, that's okay. And you can just feel the sun on your head and shoulders. It's not too hot, it's just comfortable. And there's a gentle breeze playing against your skin. As you look around you, you notice an elegant marble flight of steps. 10 broad steps leading down into a beautiful sunken garden A garden where you sense peace, well-being and comfort. Make it really vivid in your mind. In a moment I'm going to count down from 10 to 0, and as I count all the way down from 10 down to 0, I want you to imagine that each number is a step down on this beautiful staircase. A step down towards this beautiful garden, and each step you take is another step down into deeper and even deeper levels of relaxation, so that by the time you get to 0, you will be as deeply relaxed as you can ever imagine, while still being able to hear and respond to the sound of my voice. 10. Take the first step down now, relaxing and letting go. 9. Feeling more and more relaxed. No need to hurry, plenty of time. 8. Moving down easily now. 7. Deeper and deeper. 6. Deeper still, your breathing becoming even slower, even steadier. 5. Really relaxing now. Just let go. 4. Becoming calmer and calmer. 3. Calmer still now. 2. More and more relaxed. 1. All the way down now to 0. And now you find yourself in this wonderful garden, and you can feel the softness of the newly cut grass beneath your feet. It's a lovely feeling, as the scent of masses upon masses of brightly coloured flowers just seems to envelop you. And there's a gentle sound of birds singing, echoing in the faintness of the air. It's almost a magical place, stretching off into the distance as far as the eye can see in all directions, with beautiful shrubs, tall elegant trees, and an ornamental fountain which seems to feed into a gently trickling stream. This fascinates you, and you wander to the edge of the stream and gently lower yourself down onto the soft grassy bank. And just sit for a while, gazing into the cool clear water, marvelling at that wonderful sense of tranquility that sweeps over you, and listening to the faint sound of the fountain splashing into the pool that feeds this gentle stream. And after a little while you lay back on the grass and gaze up at the clearest of blue skies, and as you relax more and more, your eyes begin to close, and you just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. As you sleep and rest there fully now, you feel so wonderfully relaxed, so perfectly at ease, and you realise that here you have time to reflect on those things that have caused you stress. Here you have time to assess carefully and with a clarity never before available to you the importance and relevance of so many different things. You realise that in the past you've responded to stress in the same way that a bull responds to a red rag or to the matador's cape. And you've resolved now to ignore those red flags and calmly reflect and decide on the most peaceful and effective way to live your life. Calmly, confidently, in control, knowing that you are in control of you and your life. And did you realise that things that are stressful are so because we allow them so to be? And you're now that person who is aware that you do have a choice. You choose to be calm and unaffected by the rush and the hurry, to make unhurried and calculated decisions that are the right ones for you and those who are important to you. And you can be aware now of the peace, the calm, the confidence that fills you, expanding within you now as you enjoy this wonderful stillness. The world at peace with itself, as all troubles and cares fade into unimportance, insignificance. And you feel so much stronger now, aware that that strength comes from deep within you. It was hidden all of the time, for a time, beneath turmoil and stress, but now it's no longer shrouded by those things and it shines through. And you resolve now to use that strength that is yours, and resolve now to use that which is yours to your highest benefit. And you know, it can be so pleasant to saunter beside a river and just watch it flowing along effortlessly. After all, you don't need to push along a river, do you? A river can get there all on its own, so effortlessly, and it can find its way, and you can find your way without even trying. The river winds around rocks and obstacles, and there may be rocks and there may be difficulties, but it does find a way, and it finds the right way for it to overcome problems and difficulties. And isn't it nice to know that you can also overcome those problems and difficulties, just like the river? It's how reassuring to be aware that you will find the right way to achieve the right outcome for those particular problems and those difficulties that is just right for you. And how comforting it is to know that you have the same strength and flexibility as the river to find the right way around those obstacles. And you know, it can be so thoughtful to wonder as you wander down the concourse of your mind, reflecting on past decisions and patterns of behaviours, aware of how things could have been different in so many ways. And you see, even small changes make a big difference, because changes begin small before they become big and meaningful. And provided that you nurture a small tree, it will grow to be big. But you must be careful that you don't nurture the weeds, or the weeds will take over. And for a time they'll appear to be bigger than the tree. But you do know that that's not possible, don't you? And you will weed out those weeds, won't you? And have you ever noticed how strong and healthy even a small tree can look when it's not surrounded by weeds? And I wonder if you know that you do control the weeds, and how good that feels to be in control, to nurture the garden of your mind, and to reap those rewards while the sun rises in your future. Is that not so? And now, each and everything you do better than you've ever done before, and you approach each new task with complete ease of mind, in the perfect frame of mind, calm, relaxed and confident. And each day your confidence grows, and that means that tomorrow your confidence grows, and the day after it grows stronger than before, as more and more your feelings of self-worth become strong and powerful. And you can just enjoy those lovely, pleasant feelings of self-worth and confidence and happiness and calmness, as you allow your mind to just drift and dream, thinking about the future in such a positive way, noticing how already you feel slightly different about it, how already you feel a little bit calmer about the day ahead. You can just allow your mind to drift and dream for a short while longer about that. And then when you're ready to, and only when you're ready to, if you're listening to this live and you want to awaken now, you can open your eyes and come back into the room. However, if you're listening to this at night time in bed as a way of going to sleep, you can just drift off into a deep and relaxing, comfortable sleep, being completely at peace, having the most wonderful night's sleep that you've had in such a long time. And if you are just drifting off to sleep now, you can ignore this part. And if you're awake now, you can just let you know that tomorrow we will be doing this Facebook Live from 8 o'clock in the evening. And again, you can listen. I'll keep it on Facebook so you can listen again at any point as well. So I'll hopefully see you tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And yes, hopefully see you tomorrow from 8 o'clock. Make sure you like the Facebook page, Hypnotherapy Change Works, so that you can be notified when we go live next. All right then, take care. Have a lovely evening.